Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Nine Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. It's only Black people that I see a lot of people have something they got to say about them. You know, everybody got something they want to say or they have to say about Black people. But what do I call them? People that don't mind their business. So then, now let me ask this: why is it that a full-grown man is coming out to ask us what is wrong with being racist? What is wrong with being sexist or homophobic? And I am asking, but you all never believe that there is anything like racism. Because each time we Black people try to talk about how they are being treated, right? They try as much as they can to dismiss it by saying that there is no racism or stop talking about it and it is going to go away. And then when you talk about it, they tell you that, or when some certain things happen to them, they ask you, why are you treating them like minority? That is to tell you that they know that there is how they treat minority. That also confirms that there is also racism. That is racism, right? And somebody is asking, they are also asking, why is it that Black people were taught to dislike them? I don't want to use the other word because it's strong. And I am asking, who actually told you guys this? Now, let me tell you something. I do not wake up to see Black people looking for a way to ask you people some silly questions. The only thing that Black people are after is to dismantle that system that is oppressing them. Let's get into this.
Only dealing with the second half of this. That's all I'm dealing with. I will let a person who is versed in Jewish history and Muslim history deal with that first half. But I'm gonna deal with the second half. Just like Black Americans are taught to hate white people, that's what y'all do, period. I have been Blacker longer than you have. You're not Black, so I've been there. I'm the expert in this. I would be the subject matter expert on this melanin. How the fuck is it that y'all will pull that one line from that one MLK speech over and over and over again? You will use it as a cudgel. You will use it as a shield. You will use it as a bat. Whatever the fuck it is that you use it for. Content of character, not color of skin. And yet, when judged on the content of your character, all of a sudden we hate white people. What the fuck is this? What in the fuck is this? Give you a little secret. Do you know why African Americans has a distrust and a dislike of police officers? Ain't got shit to do with the fucking fact that they're cops. Because you can stop being a cop at any time. You can take that uniform off and walk around. It is the actions of certain officers and the cover-up of others. That's it. There's the secret. Nobody says fuck the police because, oh wow, when I was a kid, I didn't like TJ Hooker. No. If a cop cracks a man upside his head with a nightstick for no reason whatsoever, and that man's child sees this, they're thinking that that's a cop's character. And if that cop does not get any sort of fucking reprimand for what he did, especially if it's illegal, and other cops justify it, that's how you end up with fuck the police. So all you back the bluers, do you understand what you're backing? You're backing the bad behavior of shitty cops and the fucking indifference of the other ones. But you have the goddamn audacity to come to us and say, why, you guys are taught to hate the police. No, we're judging them on the content of their character. One cop is a fucking criminal with a badge, and the other ones are blind mice. In my entire adult life, in my entire life period, I was never taught to hate white people. But I was raised by two greatest generation parents who remember what not slavery, but Jim Crow laws were. And they taught me, my brother and my 3 sisters, to judge people on their character. But you know what I find funny? All of the people who are doing this anti-racism deconstruction of their own life, do you know what is the most prevalent thing that they say? I was taught to hate black people. My uncle called them the N-words all the time. He said they were no good, they were shiftless, they were lazy. I didn't know any black people. I never met any black people. So many motherfuckers just on this social media application will use Martin Luther King like Captain America's shield. Oh, content of character, not color of king. The only reason you're getting a fucking backlash is because of the content of your character. What's coming out of your fucking mouth is indicative of your goddamn character, and therefore we are judging you on it. But what do you want to do? You hate because of white. What is this? The fuck is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? Nobody judges a person by the color of their skin if they're from a marginalized community. They judge them by the actions that those people take. And much like police officers and law enforcement in general, there's that one racist, and then there's the people that cover for that one racist. Aunt Tilly likes using the N-word and loves calling Mexicans the S-slur. But she's Aunt Tilly. She makes the best peach cobbler. Maybe I should use the 1,000 bad cop scenario in this regard. You have a whole family, and if 2 of them in there are being racist, but the rest of the family don't say anything, you got one bad white ass family. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Don't all lie. See, y'all love yelling all lives matter, but y'all try to all lives matter some shit that ain't got nothing to do with us. We don't teach our kids to hate black people. We don't. We teach our children to judge a man or a woman on the content of their character. If their character's fucked up, guess what? We don't want nothing to do. That's the shit that annoys the fuck out of people of color. That right there. This idea that because you were taught that way, everybody has to do it. No. Sorry. That's not an all lives matter boat we're going to get on, buddy. I don't know what the fuck was going on in your goddamn house, but I know what was going on in mine. I know what was going on in the houses of my aunts and my uncles. I know what the fuck was going on in the houses of my friends. Wasn't nobody taught that shit, but y'all's were. And yet for some reason, this is the time you want to lock arms and say, we're all in this together. No, the fuck we not. No. If racist shit comes out of your mouth, if racist comments come out of your fingers, if we go to your page and see racist videos, if we go to your Instagram and there's racism on there, and your Facebook and there's racism on there, you have a whole YouTube channel filled with racist shit, why the fuck would we not call you that? Because obviously the content of your character is racist. You want a cookie? Fuck out of here. But then when you're inevitably caught, you will dig up them bones. Martin Luther King's bones. This shit don't make no fucking sense. Christians swear people hate them because they're Christian. No, we hate them because of what Christians do. When you spend when your fucking religion has a history of going to places you don't belong and subjugating and fucking colonizing places you can't even find on a map, and the first thing out of your fucking hands is that goddamn Bible, guess what? What the fuck is this? This is the shit that drives us fucking mad. This is what it is. Because y'all refuse to take any sort of responsibility for your own fucking actions. But you will all lives matter some shit that you know better than to do. Don't nobody hate white people because they're white. We sitting over here trying to get you to let go of that shit. You're not white, you're German. You're not white, you're Russian. You're not white, you're Italian. You're not white, you're Slavic. You're not white, you're Ukrainian. You're whatever the fuck else you are from wherever the fuck else you came from. The only original Americans are native and indigenous. And they've been telling you this shit for years too. What the fuck is it that you know there are racists in your family? Not because of some shit you was taught, because of the shit the people that taught it to you. And you grow the fuck up and come out and say to the rest of us, oh, you guys are taught to hate white people. White people don't exist. That's fucking Xerox copy. That's Xerox paper. That's a fucking color. It's a default setting. It is the fucking actions that you take that garner the hate that you get. And I do not give a fuck where it comes from. Like I said, the first half of this is for Jewish scholars and fucking Muslim scholars. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same fucking thing. Nobody teaches anybody to hate motherfuckers. I mean, nobody is born to hate somebody. Nobody's told you gotta hate them without any fucking empirical proof. And if all you can come up with is the shitty fucking parts of it, which is what you were taught, then you bring it out to us and say, we're taught to hate you too? No, we're not. I don't even fucking know you. But I am taught to fucking judge you by your actions. In other words, we literally live content of character, not color of skin. But y'all want to have it both ways and be mad because of the color of your skin. Man, if you can get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. I want to make sure you and I understand each other. Okay? So, I'm going to read this. So, because we don't understand the context, I ain't going to debate that. But here is a genuine question. If you are not acting on hate, why is it a problem to be racist, sexist, or homophobic? If I'm not operating on hate, why is it a problem? I'll be as blunt about this as I can possibly be. Because being racist, sexist, and homophobic is the visceral reaction to something, right? And unfortunately, it does not take any of this to do it. It doesn't. It takes absolutely no brain effort to be a racist piece of shit. None. It's not even a thought process. I have white skin. I have been taught that white people are superior. Oh, look, there's a black guy. Fuck him. I'm superior to him. Very rudimentary. Very rudimentary. It takes absolutely no brain effort to be a sexist piece of shit. None. I am a man, and I was taught that women are the weaker sex, so I am superior to her. It takes no brain effort whatsoever to be homophobic.
So this is all I got from the stitches and from the video, in fact, because some people are really very crazy. Now, the fact that people are asking, why is it wrong to be racist and to be homophobic and all that? I mean, a full-grown man is asking that. So, but I thought they all agreed that there is nothing like race to the season, that there is nothing like that. I mean, that we are making that up. And then they are asking us, why is it wrong for them to be that? That shows you that they know what they are doing, because sometimes it looks like I am always trying to make excuse for them. Maybe they don't know what they are doing because they do not experience it. They really do know what they are doing. Now, let's talk about the video of that young lady that went all around where she threw the whatever she threw out on Black people, and she actually said that thanks to Black community, because as we keep growing, you keep learning some certain things from these people because they are really unbelievable. So with everybody coming out to scream at her and say, why would you say something, like even her own people were also like frowned at that, right? And she came out to say thanks to Black community for using their platform to, elevate her. So she knew what she was doing wasn't right, but she wanted to grow off Black community platform. So she actually got the attention. But there is one thing I know, especially when you get a horrible attention, right? The fame does, because she is thinking that she is famous and she's going to be famous. That is her thing. And she's going to be big and the rest of it. Trust me, she's not going to be big. The same way she built that career for that minute and that fame for that, for that minute, that is also how it is going to die off. So to her, she is thinking that she has used us to get a platform. But trust me, that platform will not last. So not even most of them, majority of them, let me use majority of them, know what they are doing. They know how they act towards Black people. That's why most times when they get certain kind of treatment from their own people, they are going to ask you, why are you treating me like a minority? So they know that there is how they treat the minority. So it is absolutely obvious that they know what they are doing, and then trying to cover it up. And then ask you, were you in the era when racism or when slavery was a thing? Why would you talk about it? Why should you talk about it? And the rest of it. It's really crazy, but then it is what it is, right? So let's get into them saying that how Black people were taught to to not like colored people. And I am asking, have you ever seen where or how Black people, the only thing Black people are after, Black people really do not care. The one thing that I know for sure that they are so much after is the system that you all built to affect people that look like me. That is something that they are fighting for. So for you to come out, or for somebody to come out to say that people that look like me really do not that they were taught not to like them, you really do not understand what you are saying, because you need to get your facts right. The truth is that Black people don't even care who is around and who is not around. That is how it is. And so far, it is very rare for you to come online to see where a Black person starts looking for somebody's or trolling somebody. It is very rare. But it is very common for them to wake up and ask you, why is it that they cannot use that word of all words? Why is it that we cannot use this particular word? And then not just only asking that, proceed to at the same time use the same word that they told you not to use because it is very offensive. That tells you how horrifying some people are. Because I don't see how I will tell you that this is not what I want, and then you go ahead to do that because all you want to do is to hurt me, because that is what you've been taught. You want to tell us that we're taught not to like you. It is not in our nature. It is not also in our history that people are hating people or people are doing some certain things about people. It is not. Because if it were, trust me, you also will feel it. I mean, you that is saying that we were taught to hate, we also feel it. You will feel it that it is in our, but it is not. So when you go back home as the people that go around dropping some kind of comment in people's posts, sit back and ask yourself questions. Who are the people doing the Pe0ple and other things happening around? Who are the real red to the seas and the rest of it? I am sure you are also sincerely going to answer the question by yourself. Yeah, you will answer it by yourself. And the fact that somebody thought it was a nice thing to ask, why is it a problem? Why is it a problem to be a red to the seas? And the same person will turn around to say that we talk about it so much, and when you don't talk about it, it's gonna go away. Shut the hell up. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.